We got that one in like the last 30 seconds, but then we did one in Lake Geneva. There's one right there, right next to Hogs and Kisses, right there. There's one there.
I've never been to that.
We did that one for a friend's birthday, and we went into, like, they change them all the time.
Yeah.
And so the one we were in, they had just done, and I feel like it was too hard because we couldn't get it. So then they were giving us clues, but the person who was giving us clues couldn't see what we were looking like. They thought we had a different piece of information than what we had. So the clue they kept giving us, it was like some sort of code, and I'm like, listen, there are not 20 numbers on here. There are only 12. Like, I can count. Like, there's not. And she kept just trying to. She's like, no, if you do this, and we're like, do it.
Are they not like in the room to see your paper, or
No? So there's cameras. There's cameras, and so then there's a video screen up there. So they'll like flash. They can like type it on the screen, so they'll flash like clues.
That'd be an interesting job to have. Like, be the person who like watches.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, so she's like watching like all the clues, but she had us in the wrong spot. But then they came in and told us how to do it.
Perfect.
So I was confused.
They have to record for the website.
Did we sign something?
Oh, no.
We didn't sign it.
For what?
Oh wait.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I'm like, I'm not coming back to do it.
Sign
You just
something?
told me how to do it. Like, what? Why would I? I mean, I might have come back to
Is
try
this
it.
everybody?
They're recording.
Are we waiting on anyone?
I don't know.
Because if we're not, we can probably go ahead
As
and
staff members, I reached out and
about 6.
We're fighting the system code.
Yeah.
I say let's go
You
ahead
can fight it on
and
your own.
Do you
Okay.
have any background math? I always feel better whenever we're in the
Did you say is this all of us?
Okay, I'm
I think
excited.
we're missing one person, but we'll start just because then we can get going here. We're not going to talk for very long. And so you guys already know what it's kind of like because we were just talking about escape rooms. So it's just like that, except for instead of breaking out of a room, you're trying to break into a box. And it can be set up any way you want. You can time it. You can say this amount of time, or you can let it go. And it can be competitive, like the person that gets it open gets like a free quiz or candy or whatever you want.
So you can have like multiple boxes. Like we're gonna have, I believe we're doing 2 groups, but you could have multiple of that. I know the library has like several sets,
Yeah.
so you can kind of really customize it. So whatever your class size, whatever you need.
Yeah.
So
why do it?
it's a really good way to engage students because they get really, really competitive. You don't need to make it competitive, but that's an option you can have, especially if you have your groups. It encourages collaboration because they're working together to open up the box. It's really good for if you're basically anything. So if you're introducing a topic, this is a good way. Or if you're reinforcing or reviewing a topic, like I've done these for like a unit review, and they have to like use all the things that they've learned to try to for the different clues for the boxes. So that's really cool. And you can use it food recipes, interpreting graphs. I did it for DNA replication, reviewing a story, math problems, and kind of whatever you want.
I've done for an intro climate change where they were just looking at the graphs and reading the information, and then we talked about what it all meant afterwards, general trends. Yeah, so I've made up my own, and I've used some that you can find online. So we'll look at the end of what's out there, available for free, done for you, and then.
Oh yeah, because you can make up your own, but also through the program, the Breakout EDU program, there's already stuff that like the school has access to. So there's a lot of pre-made stuff in like every subject area. So,
and there is a digital, which is one that's being presented today. So if you don't want to set up the box and locks, you're like, well, this is way too much work. There is a digital one where it's all online. It's just not as fun because they get to run around and do all this stuff. I think you probably can get some movement with the digital, but this one just guarantees that. So we're going to start with the breakout right away.
okay.
Okay, and so we didn't know what to do because we're all topics, so we just chose a Christmas story. Who here is an expert in Christmas story?
Like the
Movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we can modify this.
You know you're gonna
We
shoot your eye out.
DVR'd it to watch it though, so after that.
That's the Red Runner BB gun one?
The BB gun, you're gonna shoot your eye out.
I've never
Kids look
seen it.
before.
I haven't seen it either. Actually.
Somebody gets their tongue frozen. They get their tongue frozen.
Yeah.
You can't go to the side, right?
I just know it has like a
Are we
pink
doing-
bunny costume.
Yep, all the
Or
red
we
ones.
could just
Yeah.
have one.
We could do
Yeah.
one whole big group.
I know, we DVR'd it this year. We always DVR all the Christmas specials.
Okay.
On the DVR to watch.
I think
I'll come back, Brian, and let you
If you
know.
want to borrow anything, you can. My husband loves it.
That's why I picked. I mean, we
Can we
because
do
we
it?
thought
Yeah.
it was like a good,
Okay.
like general.
Yes.
And now that so what we did is we just printed out, we're like, we're gonna do this. And then we looked at it and we're like, whoa, this is like really complicated if you don't know Christmas stories. So we can try one whole group. We usually have multiple groups, but if we're like shaky on the topic, we can just do it together.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
So we
do
don't
that.
have to- good.
And so I've never done this before, but this is like a recommendation of Breakout, is that you have like a storyline, and then that starts the whole Breakout. You know, this is what this whole thing is about. So this I just stole from the person that created it. This is the reason we're doing it.
So setting the stage.
Yes.
Oh, fudge, the beloved and slightly or seriously dysfunctional Parker family story of leg lamps, money suits, and BB guns is in danger. Turner Broadcasting is considering locking the film away in its movie vault for the next decade or two. Can you imagine a Christmas season without 24 hours of a Christmas story? Don't be a nincompoop. Solve all the clues, unlock the box, and save the Christmas classic we all love. There just might be a major award waiting.
Waiting for you.
Which is a line from the movie. I want a major award.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's the 24 hours, that's not, it's always on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, this
Should we
is
just
cool.
do one group then?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna give you the first clue, and you guys can all start working on it. We'll need somebody to write, and you can use your phones if you need to Google stuff. You can do that
Okay.
option for kids or not, but usually kids know options. So here's
Can we come there?
You can come, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can, you need to write on this. I might turn off all the lights and use the flashlight, because you're gonna discover this as well. So you guys can,
Tell us the right spell.
I didn't bring a pencil, read.
Oh, I probably some.
Okay.
It's a major award.
Yeah.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
Kids are thinking sure to read your goals.
Going too fast, guys.
Okay, sorry.
Show me, what's number 5?
Show me how the piggy or piggy, yeah.
G, I guess.
Okay, you should read your goals.
Four-letter word.
He looks like a deranged blank.
Triple dog area.
What's from a Christmas story?
Here's information from Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, fudge is.
One down.
Fudge. For Julie, it must be Italian. Italian, yeah.
Like a slug?
In my whole life.
8. Wait, hip slug.
Sure. Okay, those.
Piggy, we got piggy.
Getting ready for blank was like getting ready to extend deep sea diving.
School. Maybe school. He wears a big snowsuit thing.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can't put my
Pretty
arms
good.
down.
It was blank poison.
Oh, it's
So-
that's the right.
It's like I know all the
So
things.
school, I bet, would fit there maybe.
For years, later, also a girl, 12 is a girl. Yeah. Is a dude. Beautiful.
Five down, we don't know. I thought it worked in blank, the way other artists might work in oil.
Last year. I know he did that since last year.
Yeah, I tried. It went okay. It was just.
It starts
I wish I had
with 5 down, is electricity.
Especially with music, there's not much out there, so I like made my own.
Yeah,
It's
it
so
was like,
cool.
like, this is a basement, and goes down there, and like,
Electricity, fuse box. Which ones are we missing, guys?
6 down, 5 down, 11 across.
minutes, right?
Usually,
Per
yes.
kid, it's not?
No.
Okay.
This said it should take about 45 minutes, but we made it easier, because you're
Okay.
supposed to hide
All
stuff,
the
and I'm like, I don't want my friends. And, you know, you get the idea of it.
There's something about food. We need 5 down and 6 down. Other room, like,
Six
it
down,
looks like
looks like
a
a pink.
pink.
In profanity?
One more.
What's the last one?
6 down, it looks like pink something.
Funny.
Yeah, it is profanity. My father would
Nightmare.
be profanity.
Yep.
Somebody
Okay,
said-
so I'm gonna turn off the lights, and you have the flashlight for a reason. I mean, the kids would figure this out on their own, but
Okay.
Because they do.
they do. I mean, you give it to them, they use it for like everything right away, but the lights off just works a little bit better.
Oh.
Maybe just one. Or I can do,
Yep.
which better?
That's good.
Okay.
Can you
Oh,
see
so we
that?
do
Oh,
little
now right
circle
to the
letters.
letters.
There are circle letters?
Yeah, so like this one.
Start at the top with.
Start at the top.
F.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know, I figured it was scrambled.
With the pen.
Probably have to scramble there.
Just like the movie.
They scramble
Does he
something
have,
in the movie.
He's got a decoder pen.
And so that's actually in here too.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I do not see anything red, I'm sorry.
Fart, what's it say? What's the first?
That's R.
Oh,
Right
she's
now
just
it's
writing the
like-
letters.
Well, I kind of see this.
Okay, we did one on all of this.
Like Marcus.
And so the lights do make it better, and it's deceiving, because look at this, like when you focus on together, but when you start, it's so bright.
Oh,
And then it kind of fades.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this one, did I,
So,
or did I
I'm
say?
guessing, yeah.
Okay.
So it's, on screen, yeah, and then it does fade. Yeah.
Okay, so
Do
we
you have
turn those back
another-
on?
Yes.
Do you have another pen? Is that a, is there a pen? on there?
Like, oh, regular?
Barely.
Yeah, okay. Now, I don't give those to the kids, because these also have flashlights, because then they can mess with everything you've done, so I would never give these to the kids.
Thank you.
Because
Okay,
they do
so-
have
Just
the
to have,
lights.
I
So,
want to write them
how
on
do
this.
they, so the kids get this, they do this, and then how do they know what to do?
What is
next?
this? F
They just,
A.
they kind of talk about it, and there's hint cards, we're supposed to give you hint cards, so you can use it
Okay.
anytime for help, but we just figured we'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Especially if the kids have done any of these before,
Word is
like they kind of start to catch on to different things that you can do with
Yeah,
it.
there's kind of a pattern of how to create it. Yeah, I'll give them like 3 things you can use throughout the whole thing, and so they can rename it.
Where are the
Or-
rocks?
No, and we numbered the boxes, actually, we're trying to make this as, like, we wouldn't do this
So we
with
have
kids,
to-
but.
So we have to open this or?
No,
I got
here's the first deal to go.
So we have to, so.
Oh.
So this has to be something
We were
from.
actually, what we were supposed to do is have one big box with a lot of locks and have things hidden, but we decided let's just have the order.
Yeah.
You could talk about like what you would modify or where you would put it or.
Something from the movie, don't you think?
Hi.
You do have to scramble it,
Yeah.
so.
There's the word I, so
What's
is
the,
there
what's the
anything?
guy's, what's the guy?
But this might not be.
What's the bully?
Right,
name?
but just in,
What's the
But
what's
there's
name?
like there's a bully, it's like,
Farkas.
yeah, Farkas, something like that.
No?
But there's no K or anything in here, yeah.
Lots of vowels.
For the,
Looks like it's almost this one here, it's just missing a letter.
Year, year.
okay.
Oh. Here? Yeah.
Okay.
I just know that's. Oh, I don't know. But
Oh.
What I might do is look on
Those are
on the
all
box you need to open and see what kind of information you need to have.
You need 4 digits.
What?
Reads there
Four
leap year?
numbers.
There's no P.
No.
Sale of the year or something.
First of the year, first.
No, there's no G.
Release year?
So what year was the movie released?
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
There you go.
Never do this.
Weird.
I love how she keeps saying that.
Who wants to guess what year was it?
What year was the Christmas movie
1980.
released?
No,
You think
60
80s?
something.
Yeah.
Story was released in the United States of America on November 18th, 1983.
1983.
83.
It's
older than that, isn't it?
No,
It's
it's
not.
Yeah.
This is when it was released.
I didn't
It
think it
was
was
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is, I'm glad we're doing it this way. Sometimes I'll give an image to the students of how you're supposed to open it, because it's not that.
Yeah, it's on the
It's on
side.
the side. So I'll actually have like, I would have in the crossword, the exact lock with the side, so they know that's how they use it.
Okay.
I think when I did it, I just told them ahead of time, I said, when you do this lock, it's gonna be on the side.
And again, they've done them before, so now they're getting better at it, so you don't need to tell them as much.
So these boxes are in the library?
Yeah.
They're yours?
No, they're in the library. I actually
Like,
brought
check
out
them
the
out.
cart, we can look at all this stuff
Okay.
after.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, I don't. QR code.
Damn it, baby.
You got one, Brian?
Yeah.
I think she never
If you have an
used it.
iPhone, just take a picture of it and it works.
Oh, the video?
Let's start selling this. Yep. So it's just telling us to use the decoder thing there, right? So 26.
Yeah, but-
Wait, how do we do this?
Is that Z? Does it go like that?
They tell you, set your decoders to blank.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
No, then we just need this, right? That's probably all we need that for.
So 26.
Oh.
H. H. 12. Z. 17 doesn't seem like a right. 17 is Q.
B2, right?
7.
We put the B on two, is that
Yeah,
wrong?
they did. Okay, what,
I
77?
didn't use their cipher wheel, I used my own
F.
cipher wheel, and I would check it.
14, N. 4 is D. 25 is Y.
What cipher wheel should we see with this?
Do we have to do something with this middle one though?
No, I didn't use their
Yeah.
cipher wheel. Should I look at it quick to see? I'll look at it quick to see if it's different.
And B2 just means you line up the B and the two?
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
what
it
you're
means?
supposed to
Okay.
do.
11.
was it V?
11 is M.
Was it B2?
J.
Was it? Can you get to the
4
middle part of
is
the video?
D. 19 S.
And I printed out the.
This doesn't. No, it's.
Okay, that didn't work.
Wait, 26 is T.
B, yeah, that's the one.
That doesn't make sense.
Let me read the hint in the thing and that might help.
And it says B2.
Cause it should be. I know what the word is.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be steel, S-T-E-L, S-T-E-L. And this is what happens when you do breakups. There are
But
mistakes.
this isn't.
But then 8 is
This
still not
is too long
T.
of a word.
It's supposed to be, it was supposed to say my mind was a blank trap, a steel
Oh,
trap.
steel trap.
I don't
So
know what
26
happened.
is
Yeah.
M.
So, can we figure out,
8, it still doesn't make sense.
K2.
again, maybe using their wheel would have worked. I don't know how the wheels would be different, though.
Okay, so when we get steel,
Yes, you got it, good.
no, but I mean, now what is that? Oh,
check
I
it
didn't
out.
see it was a
And
different
so
box.
how this is supposed to
So we
be is
saw it out
one
here.
big box with all of these locks on, so then you would open up one, but then you'd have to look around the room for the other clues.
Gotcha.
So they're all supposed to be hidden, you can do it either way, we just.
Yep, yep.
E or A-E?
Really?
Is it a different studio then, or?
I don't know what
Seems
happened.
odd, yeah.
I'll look at
That's
it.
also why I make my own, because then you know how to do it, you make sure
When
you do
you
it right.
take it, definitely it's more difficult.
Hey,
That looks too much
This
like a
is from
periodic
Randy.
table. Now I'm
This looks
scared.
like chemistry.
hey
No
bro,
chemistry.
want to visit the old Christmas story house this year, December 1 work? Sure, if you promise not to go looking like a pink nightmare. 12/8 or 12/7 would be better. Stop joking on the bunny suit. I'm free 12/7 or 12/14 if Saturday's better. 12/7, 12/14, that's not a Saturday.
And then when you
You're
look at.
so fragile,
Fragile.
fragile. about your little pink costume. LOL. 12:14 or 12:15 is good for me. Oh fudge, 22nd works.
Should we circle different numbers?
What do we need for
Let's
box
see.
3? We need letters or arrows. So are they days of the week?
Maybe.
We match up with this.
I'll grab that just
I don't think we need that anymore. Usually, once you use
One,
it,
two,
Yeah, you don't need the old ones as.
There's
Okay.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 dates on there, and there's only 5 of these.
Okay, so December 1st is the first one. 12/8 or 12/7.
That's the one I didn't check.
Oh, it's on 17, so, and then 14's the same.
12, 7, 12, 14, or
15
5.
and 20
And
is the
22nd.
So 7 and 14 overlap.
And then 15 and 22nd. We only need, how many letters?
5.
I'm actually gonna tear down that other one.
We've got 6.
Yeah. But then they said something about Saturday is better, so do we take these out?
Is there a blank option? Sometimes these things have a.
If there's arrows, there's actually a bunch of arrows. And then only the letters LAEROY.
And this is our passport, t-shirt.
No, there's.
Oh, okay.
Is there something with, that, like, doesn't have any A,
Or does it go like arrow, like it went forward, then it went back. Then it went forward. No, I guess that probably doesn't. I'm just thinking something.
Well, maybe it does have arrows.
What about, we didn't do anything with the times, so these are all,
They talk about times?
well,
No,
I'm just
but
looking
these
what
are
else is on
code.
the chart. I mean,
But those are all the same color, aren't they?
yeah,
10 to 9.
I see.
See, now if you were in the wine lake, Geneva, every single thing on the walls in every place is a clue. And once you use it, you're done.
Well, what if it says go back, and they're gonna go back on 12.
Yeah, you're on the same.
Well, there's a same.
So it's almost like went from 12/1,
To 12/8.
so then went down to, something you're looking at.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
12/1 to 12/8.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Down, and then
back
left,
to 12/7.
and
But then it
then
stays the same.
I would then go to
Just go down.
14,
Or
down to
using-
14.
Using these to line up?
Well, you let, this is.
Yeah,
where they
so,
went.
yeah, so we went down, then we went
Left,
to the left, then
down,
down.
Then we went
Then
down
we
And
go
then
over
to
to
the right.
15, and then down to the 22nd.
to the right and
There you
out.
go.
Oh, and it
Nice.
worked!
Open it up, you got that,
So
sir.
they're just following the way, since 1 was first, then it said, then the next number was 8, so on the chart, we went down.
Okay.
And the next number was 7, so we went over.
So then he did down,
A lot
over.
better.
Oh, that's a really weird one.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, goodness.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Ralph,
Shoot your eye out.
oh, good one.
Kid.
Why don't we get your eyes checked? I'm concerned about your vision since that I still hit your glasses. Oh my, you're so lucky that didn't shoot your eye out. Count your glasses. Count.
O and U are capitalized.
We need 3 numbers, is what we're saying. Your,
Well, I think it's
I would count how
count
many
the
O's
number of
and U's.
O's and U's and Y's. Oh, there's 4 letters. One is O, H.
Yeah, but I would think O as in a letter and U as in like the letter U.
Oh, okay, so we need 3
But if you look, it
numbers
says,
for the.
you'll shoot your eye out, kid, and it stops right here, so those 5 are
Oh,
on
What's-
you.
What's the next clue?
it's 3 numbers.
3 numbers.
3 numbers.
and it's count your blessings.
So we count up
How many
those.
blessings are there?
Yeah,
Count
maybe.
your blessings.
And then the only thing that throws me off is that this one is
Oh,
capitalized
why?
too.
Oh,
duh.
why? Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
so 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
4.
4 Ys, and then O is next.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay,
6.
so.
6 is next, and then U.
1,
I think
Yeah,
it's the
just
word.
the
O.
word.
Just
2,
hey, Crowley.
3, 4, 5. 5.
Five.
My daughter
Four, six, five.
Okay. But you got it.
Is that the last one?
Yup, that's it. You got it.
Major
Yay!
award!
It goes right there. This is your Christmas.
So,
It's very
I gotta
It
take
does
this.
have Jackson, and so once you
So I gotta
walk.
tell
That's
my kids
fine.
what I do.
Let's just make them think a little bit, yeah. Team building, you can use it for that. Yeah. So,
Yep, thanks for this.
I mean, I don't know if we'll even be here still,
Will you
but.
be back, really?
No.
Well, it's Jackson.
No one be back.
No.
See ya.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
The rest of it is.
I was gonna try to open this one to get more candy.
This is the
but
best thing ever.
I have candy in
There's a
my.
link to this somewhere, Brian.
Yeah,
Right?
and
Like,
Crowley's gonna.
Oh, to the
To this,
Christmas
yeah.
puzzle?
What was
You know
this?
what? I think-
So here, the words Y,
Can I?
O,
Yeah.
and U
So
were
I
capitalized.
I wanna.
So Y is the letter line, that's a
I wanna
count.
take this.
So we
this
counted
one
how
and
many
give
letter
it-
Ys, because that
I
came
know,
first.
that's what I'm thinking about.
So that was
doing
the
for my
first
kids, is
number.
having a little
Okay.
scavenger
And then
hunt.
the counted letter O's,
That'd be glad.
and then we counted
Okay,
the letter
there's actually
U.
more to this, there was.
And that was our 3 numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
When we both looked at it, we both were like, we don't get it, so we just took it out.
Oh, the, right, so.
Like, can we check
There's your
these out in the
prize.
library for like over Christmas break?
So grab some candy, congratulations, you got it.
Stuff like that?
You know what?
Oh,
Yeah. So, yeah.
But I think
So
you
you
could
got
check it
all
out,
that on tape.
Brian, I think you could check
You
it
have to
out
check it out
and
to
just,
experiment.
yeah,
Well, I
to just
think
You gotta
practice.
take it home and practice
Yeah.
every time, you know?
I think just talk to Rebecca and she'll give you one to take home over break.
no,
Yeah, but
that's
no,
fine.
they're in the library, so you can check them out, and like, we have 2 sets here, but I think there's like 7.
And these don't come with,
No, so
cause
you
I
have to,
made
like-
those and I didn't wanna lose them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those you have to take, but like all the flashlights, the little highlighter pens. So, I mean, these were just all laid on the table, but you could hide them around the room. You could use more boxes, you could use fewer boxes. So there's a lot of flexibility. It is a little bit of work to set these up. It's kind of nice like to do some of the pre-made ones, but if you do a pre-made one, there was an error. So make sure, like I would like go through it really quick, just to make sure. Maybe you made a mistake there. Like I've made my own before, so that way I could kind of guarantee that I at least knew what the answers were. So, because I've never seen a Christmas movie either, so I was like, oh, I need to Google all these answers. But I like it as a lot of flexibility, so I'm kind of excited to try this out. I'm gonna try the digital one out myself, just to give it a try, just to see. So,
What do you mean by the digital one?
there's a digital one where it's like all online. So there's no physical boxes.
But you might have to put in a code or.
Yeah, so they just
Still
type
put
in
in
codes.
Okay.
And that can be all on the computer, or you could have like clues still hiding around the room, but then they still have to input it on their Chromebooks. So you could kind of make it as digital, or if you want to still hide the clues, you can kind of have that flexibility. But there have been times where I would see like kids still out in the hallway because they got to go out in the hallway to get the last box or something like that, and they were super, super engaged. So
I
I've
think they're on
had,
their computers so much nowadays, like,
Yeah.
it's nice to be able to have the one with the actual boxes where they can get.
yeah, I like the tactileness, and they do get super competitive. So that's really nice, and it's really good, like, if you need to review, like, a subject, I like to use it for review. I've never used it to, like, introduce a topic, but Dana's done it. She says
So
it's
how
really
would
good.
you, so
Yeah.
obviously something like this,
Uh-huh.
pre-made, so if you were reviewing for something using these locks,
Mhm.
like what kind of clue and what kind of answer would you give them? Like I'm not seeing the connection, do you
So
know what I
one
mean?
thing I did last year was we had a vocab unit. So one of my clues was a sheet of like vocab words where I would give them the definition they had to put in the word, and then certain ones were highlighted or circled or however. So then they knew which letter from, kind of like what we did with the crossword puzzle.
Okay,
So like you
say,
could put vocab in there.
Okay.
I've done it where, like when I did my own, I didn't have the boxes, but I made it a multiple choice question, and the A, B, C, and D, they were all a different color. So if they picked the right answer, the color of the answer would give them the clue to go on. Or you could do it like if they have the number code where it's like, let's see, you have to put in 4, 5, 6. So maybe they have to like choose all of the above, or choose all that apply. It could be option number 4, 5, and 6, or things like that. So some of it you kind of do have to wrap your brain around it a little bit. So it might be good to start with a couple of the pre-made because they kind of do it for you. And they have a lot, but the options are, it's not like exhaustive. Like you're saying you had a hard time finding some music ones. Like there's some chemistry ones I want to look at, but it's like, okay, I have to make sure I pick one for the unit I'm in, otherwise I have to make it from scratch.
Yeah, if you want something super relevant, then
Yeah.
you're making your own clues is helpful, but it takes a ton of time.
So I would say it's easier to definitely start with a pre-made one, and then once you feel more comfortable with it, then you can like ramp up your game.
Because I'm thinking like math, we have like all of our answers are pretty much numbers.
Yeah.
So I mean like.
But you could do like a code thing, so they would have to like, spell words or something that are gonna,
Like,
and then
here's
that question
three-
is gonna give
yeah.
them an answer that's gonna be the letters.
letters or
box
something.
or
Yeah.
something.
So like if the answers were 24, 2, and 7, and that would get them a 3-letter word, and they could input that in into a letter code. Something like that would be, or
You really have to gear your questions to
Yeah.
kind of
The
like
boxes and
what
the
the box
boxes.
is gonna be.
Or what the different type. Like, do all the, like, do you have a variety of blocks, or do you have just these ones?
There's a handful. I'm not 100% sure what else Rebecca has downstairs.
The locks are over there, she had.
Oh yeah, there's like a whole bin of stuff. So, the one thing I would be careful with is like
Just Rebecca.
Check them out.
disclaimer.
So you can just sell it in the makerspace area or something, or something like that.
Yeah.
I think they're in like the corner of the makerspace for my show. Gotcha.
But she, I think, has a checkout.
Yeah, she is, to me, it's like, it's forever, but.
Here's some other stuff. Kind of like
He just wants to know how secure they are.
I would be careful. Like sometimes it's kind of like to mess
That
with them a
sounded
little
like
bit.
that.
So you have different kinds of locks, and you can kind of. I'm not actually. Dana was the one who actually set up these locks.
I was gonna say, I know
That'd be
Lisa's
handy.
done one, and I know Sarah Bosch did one, and to put all of these things on there in the right spot in order, like.
Yeah, I did not
Fill it
do
out.
these,
Yeah,
so
it
I
seems-
could not. couldn't tell you.
But I think Rebecca is very, very
Rebecca's-
willing to help.
And
Sure.
Marina, apparently.
Yeah, I sent her an
She's
email
doing-
about it, and she was just like, yeah, come on down, I'll show you. And so she's super, super helpful. She's a great resource for this. And Dana has done a lot of these. So she's a super, really good resource for that. Super English is a really great resource for that as well. It looks like the red ones are the
Yeah, the red ones are the, yeah.
So you would just put it on, and then just set it to the one you want. It's just if you have to do 7 of these, it takes a little while.
And then like these ones, you set them by, you unlock it and you turn it here, and then I think you like press down, you set your new code with whatever these are supposed to be, and then it'll set it.
Is there a certain size group that you have found that's like best, or like was this too many people?
I
Or-
mean, I think it kind of depends who you, like, your group of people, like, obviously you guys are all like professional adults and can handle being a group of 6, but like some of my kids, if I have a group of 6, some of them will just hang back and not do anything. So I kind of like 3 to 4, and I work a lot with freshmen and sophomore is kind of the group number.
I think 3 or 4 would work better, because I couldn't see anything that was going on.
Yeah, so, because if we had 6 or 7, we were kind of like thinking maybe 2 groups, but also we didn't know the story. I didn't know it either.
The other thing, depending how you set it up, like if you give them multiple clues at once, like this, we had it chronologically laid
Yeah,
out,
in
we
order.
only had 1 clue at a time.
Yeah.
But if you, there are ways to do it that you can, they can have multiple
I was
clues to
gonna say,
work
like,
on. and
when you're in
figure out
an
which
escape
one.
Yeah.
room, there's
Yeah.
multiple different parts, and so people
Yeah.
are working on all kinds of different things, but you all have to get to the same goal. So like, my part might not be able to be answered until they've done theirs, but we're still working on it. or
Yeah, there's a
whatever.
lot of flexibility where they might get different clues, and they like, maybe they get 3 clues and they have 3 boxes, and they're not sure which one, and like maybe they open up all 3 boxes at the end, and then it like gives them maybe the final code for the final box.
Yeah.
Cause there's a lot.
Maybe two color clues, they
Should
can
we
have
be at our
like,
next
where
one
the
already?
box is
This
located
is
or
now,
something.
This is
and
it.
then-
This
They didn't know how long this
Yeah.
was gonna take.
So
Yeah,
we're
so
all-
this is the
This is
one.
all we do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we had to run to the other one.
No, you're good, you're just here, you're stuck with me, so.
No, I just was.
I'm
Oh my
just
God.
teasing you.
I had
No.
to be somewhere by 4:30, I'm not gonna make it.
No, I was just teasing you. So the really cool thing about, this is the flexibility, again, they do have the pre-made ones. Oh, where's her slide, here it is.
She's frozen up there.
Yeah. Oops, yeah, you already had the first one, you already did that. So there's a lot of resources you can do, so, if you want to make your own, maybe you don't like any of the pre-made ones, you can go on like, just search the internet, there's a lot of resources on, Facebook, on Pinterest, because if you wanna do it, somebody else has probably already done it, so don't reinvent the wheel. Or at least just take what they have and you can kind of tweak it for your own, because making it from scratch is kind of hard and kind of tricky. So, I don't know, Pinterest is a good place, Facebook, there's actually a Breakout EDU Facebook group. I joined it, it's mostly a lot of people talking about their kids messed up the lock, how do I fix it? So there's a lot of troubleshooting that goes on there, which is really good, because they get a response. So if you're really interested in it, there's a lot of good ideas, they're really active, so like, there's people posting on it every day.
What's the,
So
like-
you can get a lot of information. So Breakout EDU, is a really, really good resource for that. So, and you might be able to get ideas and things like that. And then science teachers, Breakout EDU, I actually am not on this, I should probably join it, I didn't realize there was a group. Dana must be on it. So this is specifically if you're doing science, but I am pretty sure that there's gonna be like a math one or an English one. There's gonna be one for any kind of subject area. There might even be a music one.
There might have been one. A group or a pre-made? So this is the website where like the pre-made ones are?
Yeah, so if you go to breakoutedu.com, this is where all like the pre-made stuff is. You might have to get, I'm not sure if you have to contact Rebecca for like the login or not. I'm not 100% sure. So you can go ahead, you can try to log into it. I can click on it, see if it'll let me do it. Go on the website here. So this is what it is. You know, it says purchase, but we've already got like a license through the school, so you don't have to buy anything. We've already got it. Let me see if I can.
They used to tell us what the code was to get in, I don't remember what it was.
Okay, it looks like I just logged in with my Google. I think it's Dana's Google actually, but. So this game requires full platform access upgrade to. No, we should have full. I'm not sure.
So we must have some account or something.
Yeah, the school definitely has an account.
Okay.
I know that.
Oh, it used to be show your work, used to be the password.
Show your work.
you
I can
don't-
try that.
I think it was show your work. Or are you already in it?
I'm on Dana's account. It says Mr. Dana Straw, so. My digital games. Oh, that's a digital version. Okay.
So for logging in, you're saying?
Yeah, I think Rebecca's probably the resource for this, because I'm not sure why it's not working on mine, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I think this is different than what you.
Oh yeah, but down here, if you look up, they have lock tutorials, so maybe you don't wanna go bother Rebecca, or maybe you just wanna like do it yourself. They have a tutorial for how to reset or set the locks. They have different game topics. So they have this by topic, so world languages, math, social studies, ELA, science. And I'm pretty sure there's a search where you can type in, like, I could specifically type in chemistry and it would give me like things related to that. Or if you were doing like algebra or geometry.
Where did you get to search game?
I looked, where did I go? That's a great question. Oh, I tried to log in, and I logged in with my Google, and it brought me to this page.
Oh.
So that's where I got. So I went to log in,
Yeah.
I went through my
Did you just
Google.
use your school email?
Well, I looked into this before, and I created an account, I think, with my school email. I don't remember
And then
exactly.
it popped me here. So hopefully you can at least get to
Oh.
this and see what they have.
Yeah, I think I just got into,
What did you say the password is?
show you where.
Show your
But
work.
I didn't have to enter anything. Do you have to enter something? Oh wait,
I
yeah,
did.
enter access code. I don't know if it still works.
I don't know.
No, it's not. It doesn't.
No, okay. That is a Dana or a Rebecca question,
I just
unfortunately.
went to sign into Google and it didn't do anything else and it let me in. I don't know.
Yeah, but does it say access code? Cause I thought I was in, but then it said.
But you're able to kind of search, so like if I was to type in, I don't know, I'll type in algebra,
I don't see that anymore, so I didn't know.
Oh, access code, yeah.
and it'll give you several different, like,
Well, that's to upgrade.
let me,
No, that's my.
okay. So like pi, decimals, catapult attack with expressions and equations, Pythagorean's theorem, the quadratic formula. So there's a lot of stuff. If I were to type in chemistry,
No, I guess now I'm in.
periodic table, atoms, heats, moles. Some of them are going to be geared towards different grade levels. So, yeah, when I click one, it says require full platform access, so I can't click the code. Click on that. But some of them are geared more for high school, some of them are geared more for elementary. So I would just be aware of that if you're going to use a pre-made. But they have different things you can look for. Harry Potter, chemistry.
I feel like I've seen a different website where you can actually like check the like boxes for like the grade level
Different.
and like this topic or like subject area or something like that.
Maybe that was like their old format.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm looking up to see if I have something in my email really. Are you guys at least able to kind of search for different subjects?
I don't think I see the subject search screen.
I don't see any physical education.
No.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
well, I
I
guess
see
I can
it.
scroll. I
didn't
can't
see
like
art
type in a
either,
search.
just kind of looking for.
Okay, so what did you put in for access code?
I see fitness stuff, I see nutrition.
Like we can scroll
I see
the different
nothing.
options, but it doesn't, there's nothing to click on.
Let me see if I can.
See, like this is all I have.
Oh.
I can scroll like this forever.
Do you mind if I? And then searching, so when I type in my subject here, I don't know, I hit log in and it brings me there.
Oh, you
It
see it
seems.
log in?
But I did that
I
before
tried
you brought
logging
me
in
up
and
to
it
Google
gives me
thing.
to.
I did the
Weird, okay.
When you get that, yeah.
So I guess we had to log in and then go
Yeah,
back to
I
that
don't
page.
know. So at least there you can at least search. I think you have to, we'll have to contact Rebecca for the actual codes, but it'll give you an idea of like the subjects that are there.
It's
So-
interesting, some of them say free and some of them say subject pack.
I'm wondering if the free ones are like, kind of like the taste for getting people to try to buy, Breakout.edu. But we do have codes, just, the person running this right now does not have the code, which is, counterintuitive, but.
And it doesn't say on here, at least that I can see what grade level, once I click on it, will it tell me?
Let me
Oh
see
yeah,
if it'll
here.
do
it
it.
says
Yeah, I clicked on one of it.
ages.
If you click a free one, like I have Stop the Heart Attack, this one recommended middle school. It'll give you ideal group size, small group, suggested time 40 minutes. So you might have to click around a little bit.
This one even comes with the how-to, and you can show, like you were talking about the storyline at the beginning.
Oh
Some
yeah,
comes
so
with
they'll
that.
have all the materials for you. So anything you need to print out, it'll tell you the codes you need to input. So all the ones that are pre-made, they'll actually give you all the information. You just have to assemble it. So, and they will tend to have videos and things. So yeah, that's really all I have. I can. So they have these here. They're also, if you want to tweak things, like we took a pre-made one and we tweaked it a little bit, like we took out a step because it didn't make sense to either of us. You can make it from scratch. There's a one where it's only digital. So, yeah. If you have any questions, I can try to answer them. Otherwise, then we're good, I think. It's interesting. I don't know if there's a way to search by grade level. Oh, there's probably a filter. Oh yeah, you can filter it.
Yeah.
So, you know. Like I would do 8 through 12 in chemistry for myself. Honestly, I'm
So where
actually,
it says like game type, it asks, like one of the filter tools is game type, so there's digital, hybrid, or physical.
yeah, so
The physical is what we were actually
Yes.
doing when we were doing it.
yeah, so this is physical.
The digital would just be on their
Yeah,
phone or
just
whatever.
everything's inputted into the Chromebook, so it's kind of convenient if you don't want to deal with the boxes or the locks.
Mhm.
They just type it in.
And the hybrid is a mix?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they've got the video, they have lock combinations that you can input, which is really nice.
Most of them take 40, 45 minutes.
Yeah, some of them are a little bit longer, but that's a good, and then you can really make that fit a class period, because then you have to introduce it to your
Right.
students, have like, you know, have a wrap up of the activity, you know, gagging your lesson, so.